Yes, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are in the world. This is Raritron89 reporting live from Egg Studios. It is round 8 here in ROR Tier 3 debut season, don't forget. And we are at the home of British motorsport. It is the Silverstone Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix, whatever you want to know it as. We are here at this gorgeous, fantastic circuit, and it looks like a really lovely day out on the circuit. Now, for those who are wondering about the championship standings over the last couple of weeks, it's been a bit of shift in power, a la Michael Schumacher 2000, where he was sort of running away with it, then had a mid-season blip after retiring in 3 races in a row. And to be fair, Dawson is on the verge of matching that, because this is a man who was leading the championship by about 50 odd points. He has retired through the last 2 races, out in Azerbaijan, out in Canada, despite having the fastest lap as well. And the gap now is only 3 points between himself and Lehman. So it is all to play for. It is all heated up as well. Redeemers in 3rd place in the championship, with King Jamie 4th, Wizard Rex 5th, New York Fans in 6th, Beastie 7th, Norris 8th, Lenny 9th, KBT 10th, Toto Wolf in 11th, Wise Dog 12th, Luca 13th, Nuno Rod 14th, Shazam 15th, Fatal Defiance 16th after 2 impressive outings, CSR Phil 17th, CW7 Jono 20th, I'm Dr. Drode 22nd, and Lost Fire in 23rd. If you want to have a look at the constructors standings, this is how it stands. Williams lead on 219 points. Then you've got Mercedes 194, level with AlphaTauri. Then we've got Alfa Romeo, Haas, McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull, Aston Martin, and Alpine. And to be fair, the majority of those points have been scored by Fatal Defiance in the last 2 races. So this is it. That is the story. It is a really contested, hot championship here, and I have no doubt that this race, like all of them so far this season, is going to be an absolute corker. So welcome everyone once more. I hope you are well. Welcome to the stream. Hype train is close. Okay. Ooh, could always have a hype train. That's nice. Right. Anyone in the chat, do say hi when you can. Please. Just so I know it's working. I can see. Welcome to the 2 viewers that I have so far. There we go. Thank you, Dan Dans. Hi. Hope you're well. Yes, unfortunately, the coach. No one is streaming. Why are you called no one is streaming? I am streaming! We're on board with King Jamie. The most entertaining person in this division so far. Has his ups, has his downs, as the yellow flagging sector 3. It's a car going very slowly. And the first lap of the day is by King Jamie, and it's a 28.5. Are we going to see anyone get anywhere near that? Oh, thank you, Dan Dans. I really appreciate the sub. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much. I take it you're here supporting a certain someone. I won't name any. Any? No, that's my stream name. I don't think it's dumb. I actually think it's quite catchy. No one is streaming. I think that's brilliant. Jamie's either going very slowly or he's out of fuel. Anyway, let's have a look and see who's about to cross the line. We have an Fatal Defiance in the Alpine. As I said, he scored the majority of Alpine's points so far this season in the last 2 races. He got a podium in Azerbaijan and a 5th place in Canada, and a 29.7 is what he can muster up so far. 8 tenths behind King Jamie, but to be fair, I know Fatal quite well, and I also know that qualifying is not his strong suit. So, Wizard Rex there in 3rd, with a 30.6 on the medium tyre. Dawson there with a nice lap there, 30.2. Just a sort of warm-up lap. I don't think he's trying at all, really, just sort of finding where he can push and where he can't. You got Shazam there in 5th, and then we got Lehman in 6th with a 31.3. To coach, I will forget who you are in 4 minutes when this goes off my screen. Oh, well, it happens. I'm not memorable, so you know. I'm easily forgettable. Nah! You're not forgettable, mate. Far from it. KBT in the other Mercedes has gone second there for 29.0. Half a second behind King Jamie. They've got Fatal Defiance still third. Wise Dog has moved up to fourth with a 30.0. Short qualifying, guys. Don't forget, before the 50% race. Hopefully a 5-minute break in between. We shall see. No other movers just yet. I'm keeping an eye on the board so I can see what's going on. Hopefully a much better showing from the McLarens. A couple of bad races recently. Not really had the best. The coach says debatable. And Lehman moves up to 4th, 29.9. A fairly competitive time on the board there. So we will see what where that puts him, or whether it's just a sort of banker lap. New York fan, 30.5. Already invalid, but I think he's on his way back in. Beastie Boy goes third with a 29.5, so yeah, a second separates first and third, but I don't expect that. My teammate hasn't shown up again. Nope, Fatal, you're on your own, mate. You're on your own. If I could, mate, I'd join you and do what I can. I'd probably bring home a few points here and there. Well, like I said, to be fair, I am debating whether to join this league as a racer next season. Maybe commentate on Tier 2 and race on race from Tier 3, but we'll wait and see on that one, see how I feel come the end of the season. Things may change, of course. Got baby due any day now, of course, so again that throws things into the works. Hopefully not too much, but we'll wait and see how we can work around stuff like that. You should race. Cheers, man. Oh, I don't pretend to be the quickest racer. I know I'm not, and I rely a lot on assists and stuff like that, like medium traction, ABS, auto gears. I'm on pad as well, so I'm at a disadvantage. But I always give my all. I always try and fight where I can. So, like I say, I am thinking about it. But that's a story for season 2. Yellow flag sector 2, sector 3. Just a couple of cars going slowly. Waiting to see if Dawson moves up to 4th with a 29.5. He's got Jamie behind him on an outlap as well. Not exactly what Dawson wants to see with a menacing King Jamie there. A man who is 4th in the championship, don't forget. But Dawson's eye will be more focused on the Haas of Lehman. And Lenny goes fastest, 28.523. That's the sort of lap times we expect from Lenny. He's a very, very quick, consistent driver when he stays out of trouble. More often than not, it's not his fault. He just gets caught up in stuff. That's exactly the sort of time Lenny needed to do, and he'll probably pit now, put on a fresh set of boots, and see if he can go again if he's got the tyres. But yeah, thank you. Like I say, every week it's been like, I'm here, guys. Don't worry, the baby's not come yet. And Jono is out. Jono is out. So that looks like he's binned it. Coming out of the final corner. Are we going to be able to see it with Wizard Rex before it disappears? Son of a bitch! Disappeared, so it was on track. So Toto Wolff in 4th. 29.3. Wizard Rex has moved up to 5th with a 29.5. Luca, 8th place there on the mediums. That's a good lap on the mediums, 29.6 compared to everyone else that's on softs at the minute. So that's a good representative lap time as well. Fatal was still in 9th. You've got Lehman in 10th, White Dog 11th, New York Fans 12th, Shazam in 13th with his Alonso-based helmet, which I absolutely love. And here comes Shazam round 2. Oh, he's invalidated! That looked really, really harsh. See how Jamie's doing? He's invalidated as well. Is he going to get back into the pits? Put on a fresh set of boots? Yes, he does. I'm running a special helmet and number this weekend for a friend in RRF1. Ah, yes, you are, Fatal. And that is fantastic. I'm so glad that you're doing that. Oh, obviously, we had some bad news in RRF1 this week. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but I'm so happy that Fatal is done like a tribute and whatever. So thank you very much, Fatal. That is just awesome of you, mate. Let's go Team McLaren and Mercedes, says Blunder. Let's have a look. So TRL Stig goes 4th at the minute on a 29.1 in the Red Bull. About Lehman, he's 2.5 temps up in the first sector. That's enough to move him to at least 9th. We'll see how he does around the rest of the lap. Right on board with him because we didn't do it. Red Bull, best bull, says the coach. I don't know how to respond to that, really. I'm going to say yes. Through Maggots and Beckett's we go. Looks quite tame, if anything. Smooth. That's the half a second, so what will that move into? A 28.5. No, sorry, 29.5. So this could move him up to 7th. See, as Lehman comes around the final corner, and he moves up to 6th with a 29.3. Half a second faster, he's up the order. That's where he needs to be. Where's his rival Dawson? There he is. Going through the first sector now. So we need to keep an eye. We've still got 4.5 minutes left of this session. Anything can still happen. We've got Dawson out. We've got Ferrari. Is that New York fans coming around? Yes, it is. So there's New York fan, winner of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Round the final corner and no improvement, but he's going. This is actually his actual lap though. So Dr. Dro. Second up, that's enough to put him onto a 30.6. That'll move him above Shazam, maybe in touching range of New York fans. So we'll see how he does as we round these final tricky bunch of corners. So easy to lose the car through if you don't get it right. And he does indeed go above New York fans with a 29.7. So a decent lap time there from Dr. Dro. That's Redeemer as well. There we go, Redeemer. We haven't seen anything of him so far this session, but he's on a lap now, so we'll try and keep an eye on that. Who else is out on a lap? We've got Fatal coming up there. We've got Luca as well. There's Dawson. Round the final corner. Where does he go? He goes up to 3rd with a 28.8. Good lap time there from Dawson. I think Fatal's the next one round. Fatal, does he move up the order? Oh, he does! 29.1. Very nice lap time there from Fatal. And in qualifying, that's not often said. Wizard Rex, does he move up the order? Oh, he goes! Luca goes fastest with a 28.3. That is a heck of a lap from Luca. We haven't seen Luca up the order in quite some time. So it is really good to see him up there. And I think that will give him a huge boost going into qualifying. But is that enough for pole? Is that enough for pole? It's going to be really, really interesting to find out. Let's keep an eye on Redeemer. too much curb, which is good. Redeemer moves up to 4th, 28.5. So these guys are starting to close up the gap. He got the fastest final sector. That was very nice there from Redeemer. Let's have a look and see. That looks like Williams. That Dawson come around. Yes, but Dawson's pitting. So next is Wizard Rex, I think. He's a fraction down in the middle sector. So where is he going to be in all of this? He can often find himself up there in qualifying. Not so much the race at the beginning, anyway, because his starts are always quite so bad. Well, to be fair, I can't say anything. I could never get a good start on this game without using full traction. And Wizard Rex didn't improve. He was 6 tenths down in the end, so that was really interesting. What about Stig? Is he completing the lap? He's beginning a lap, so we'll see what Stig can do. Toto Wolff rounding the final sector. Looks like he's gearing up for a lap as well. And we've got an AlphaTauri next. Is that Norris by any chance? Not talked about Norris much. No, it is not. So that is going to be Beastie Boy. And he's beginning a lap, so it doesn't matter. King Jamie, what are you doing? You are on a lap? Nope, beginning a lap. God's sake, why is everyone beginning laps? How dare you do this sort of thing? Aston Martin. Let's have a look at Shazam. He's invalidated. And he's got Norris right behind him, I think. Yes, he has. Dawson's retired from session. Is that out on track? No, Dawson's in the pit. So Dawson is done in qualifying. He won't be moving up the order. What about Lehman? He's rounding the final corner now. Lehman, half a second improvement, but it's not enough. It's a 29.3. Well, it looked like a half a second improvement anyway, but he's got full bars. Anyway, I really want to see what everyone's doing now. You've got KBT there. He's gearing up now. We've got Stig. Fatal Defiance is retired from session. He's out. Fatal Defiance has lost it round turn 2. Oh, that's not exactly what he needed, and that is not a confidence boost that he needed. 10th and a half quicker for Stig, moves him into 7th place. What about the Ferraris now? You've got them coming round. They're out of the session. No lap times from them. What about, is that Norris on the way around? No, it's not. It's Beastie Boy. He's 6 tenths up. Beastie Boy's surely going to move up the order with this lap time. He moves up to 5th with a 28.6. Very nice, and I believe that's Jamie coming around the final corner. Doesn't look like he's going to get pole, is it? Second! Shy of Luca's lap time. Luca out of the session as well. 28.3. Jamie on the front row as it stands. Norris has a Aston Martin in front of him. Where does improvement? Shazam up to 15th. Norris up to 16th. Not where he needed to be. Redeemer, is he crossing the line? It was slightly out. Lehman up to 6th with a 28.6. Is anyone going to be able to improve their times? We are waiting to see. Lenny crosses the line. KBT crosses the line. He's 6th. And I believe that the only one who can improve if he's got the boost is Stig, and he doesn't. So Luca has pole position in Silverstone. Absolute scintillating scenes here. We've not seen Luca up there for quite some time, so I'm really happy with that. But the notifying thing is that the starter of starters, King Jamie, is in second place on the front row, so he has a clean gap ahead of him that he can just bolt down if he absolutely nails his start, which he has done pretty much every race so far this season. So we'll see how he goes there. But we'll quickly go through the order once more. Luca, pole position, absolutely fantastic. Only 0.024 seconds ahead of King Jamie. You'll be really annoyed that he hasn't got pole. Lenny in 3rd, as consistent as ever. Redeemer 4th, you'll be very happy with that. Beastie Boy with an incredible 5th. KBT up there in 6th. Lehman 7th. Dawson 8th. Wonder how those two will be feeling about it, starting alongside each other. Wise Dog 9th. Don't forget the gap between Lehman and Dawson, 3 points. Stig in 10th. Fatal Defiance 11th. Toto Wolf 12th. Wizard Rex 13th. Dr. Dro 14th. Shazam 15th, Norris 16th, New York Fan down in 17th, and Nuno Rod and Jono did not set a lap time. So that is qualifying wrapped up in a nutshell. I'm going to quickly wet my throat because it's a little bit dry. Oh dear, let's have a look. Oh, sorry, Fatal. I thought you lost it. It looked like there was a dot on the edge of the track. So, yeah, those sandbags must be weighing Dawson down a little bit there, Reese. That's for sure. Nice lap from Dawson. It's always best trip. I'm trying to catch up here with all the chat that's been going on, actually. The coach saying, yes, we do the shit. We all shit. Brewdog, the goat from Reese Mashy. The coach, we just ignoring the tire in the final corner. No, I've noticed it's there. That was a crash. It was a Haas car. I can't remember who that was. I see the coach. Thanks, Reese. Best TP. The only reason I'm winning races. Nice lap from Dawson. Blunder says no mate, you're just a fast, consistent driver. Then we have Fatal number 7 in yellow, the person's favourite number and colour for the whole week. That's good, Fatal. I'm really glad you're doing that. No one streaming says, can we just say how close 2nd, 3rd and 4th is? It is very close, to be fair, between the entire top 10, I'd say. King Jamie, I went wide, god damn it. Great lap, Jamie. No, I would have had pole, went wide twice, fucked it. But like I said, mate, you need to just keep your head. It wasn't pole, but you know what? That was good. I'll give you a tip. Try go when the light's out. Yeah, that is a tip. Alright, let's get our details up because we're already underway for whatever reason. I've still not wet me whistle either. So, we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Right. Should be a no. It is going to be a really good race. I have no doubt. You can see that Luca, King Jamie, Lenny on the hards, Redeemer on the hards, Beastie Boy, KBT, Lehman, Dawson, Wise Dog on the mediums, Stig on the softs. That's interesting. They won't last long round here. Fatal on the hards, Toto Wolf, Wizard Rex on mediums, Dr. Dro on hards, Shazam on mediums, Norris on hards, New York Fans, Nuno Rod and Jono on mediums as well. It was Jono that binned it and the reason why the wheel was there. Right by the start-finish line. It happens, mate. It seems to happen every week, and I've no idea why. Well, to be fair, BJH, it's a wide track, so I'm hoping that it's going to be a nice... clean race, but we'll see what happens. So everyone getting on the line, everyone doing their burnouts and everything like that. A decent. To be fair, this isn't a bad angle. This is probably one of the best angles I've had here. Where was Luca? Where was Luca to the? Come on, Jamie says Reese Mashy. Here we go. The lights are counting down. 3, 4, 5. It's 5 lights and it's going Silverstone in ROR. And once again, it's a lightning start for King Jamie, but Lenny has also got a good start. Poor start from Luke. He's down to 3rd. You've got Redeemer there in 4th with Beastie Boy in 5th, side by side, but there's been a crash down the order. It involves Fatal Defiance and an Aston Martin. And New York Fans is there as well. Wise Dog down. You've got Beastie Boy and Redeemer side by side. We're right on board so we can see what happens, but carnage into turn 1. And once again, a recovery drive for some of the drivers. Has there been any damage? I'm not sure. Did someone just reset? I didn't catch it, because that really annoys me when that happens. Dawson, there he is, up into 7, he's touched! Lehman and Dawson have touched the 2 championship challengers! And Lehman is out, not out, but he's round. How crucial is that going to be in the title race? And that is surely going to get tempers flaring between the two as well. Jono already up to 11th place from the back of the grid as well. Scenes here at Silverstone. But more importantly, Jamie leads from Lenny. Then it's Luca in third. Once again, Jamie getting that absolute great start. But Lenny is not letting him go. Interesting that no one in streaming says Dawson didn't hit him. It was oversteer from Lehman. So obviously I can only go off what I see. Plus it makes it more entertaining. But Jamie sets the fastest lap there. We're going to see Beastie Boy, who's right behind Luca. Is he going to be able to do anything? Also going to keep an eye on anyone that pits. Thankfully, no one's pitted on the first lap. So I'm very happy with that. Obviously, incidents are going to happen. It's turn 1 after all. Interesting that Stig's still only 8th. Oh, hello. Speaking of Stig, he's round. Stig on the softs is round, and that's not what he needed. And Lehman's got ahead of him. So that's a position he's made up there. Interesting that Lenny... Oh, hello. We've got action going here between Jono and Norris. Both guys towards the back of the field. At the start of this race, already halfway through lap 2, they are 10th and 11th. And to be fair, it looked like a really good move there from Jono. Jono inside the top 10. What else is going to happen in this race? I have absolutely no idea. But I know that Dawson is already gaining on KBT. He's really going to want to try and get this move done. He knows that Jamie 4th in the championship could score big points here if he doesn't get a move on, but we've seen Dawson just sit back, relax, assess a race as it unfolds beforehand, and more often than not, he's ended up at the front of the field. So I think right now his main focus is just to score points here after not scoring in the last 2 races. Luca sets the fastest lap on a 1:32.3. Let's just see what's been said here. Medium traction start, always the win. Is it? Because I'm on medium traction and I can never get off the line. Poisoned Tobogga says, hi, I want to offer promotion of your channel. Oh, never mind, that's one of them ads. Reese Mashy says, can we always have the lap one voice? This is already better than last week. Well, yeah, I mean, everyone's going. No, go away. Yeah, no, tell me about it. Kenny is on it. Lenny is on it. Lenny is pushing. Lenny is pushing. In fact, Lenny takes the lead. I haven't really seen that. Jamie tries to fight back. We'll see where he goes, but Lenny leads. He leads the British Grand Prix. I think he got him under DRS. Jamie decides to not let him go. He's going to overtake him going into Cops. Where is Lenny? There he is. But to be fair, Jamie, have you given yourself away too soon? Because this is surely going to give Lenny DRS on the hanger straight. And this has brought Luca into play as well. Maybe a bit of over exuberance there from Jamie, but this is surely going to give... Oh, look at that. Jamie trying to break the toe, but Lenny on the outside is going to try and find a way through. He's going to dart round the inside. Ah, wrong side. And there he goes. Jono down to 14th. What's happened there? He's had a moment going through Maggots and Beckett's. Oh, a bit of a touch there. And I think... No! Lucas tapped the back of Lenny and Lenny's lost the back end. Oh, it's all gone to pot. The standings we had, and now Lenny's got to try and recover. Beastie Boy now all over the back of Luke, and if he's gonna get ahead, now's the chance. Flashbacks not on, I'm afraid. Yeah, Merc on the inside of Cops is. I wouldn't say. Oh well, if you're referring to because of what Hamilton did in 21, then yeah, fair enough. But Dawson up to 6 now because of that. And he's gone down the inside. Is this Dawson making a move? He's thinking about Lenny also there as well. Lenny will be really annoyed that he's been knocked out of these positions through no fault of his own once again. Rod picks up a time penalty. It's quite fair to do. But look at that. Jono down to 18th now. He did have a big off earlier. And that's certainly Clayton. You've got Lehman down in 14th now, trying to recover as well. But we're back. We're back here on Dawson. We've got DRS open on KBT, but to be fair, they've all got DRS on Lucas. So we've got a little bit of a DRS train forming as Toto Wolff goes down the inside of ROR. Wise Dog takes the position away from the McLaren, and he moves up to 8th now, splitting the two guys. There's Dawson. Just keeping an eye on proceedings. Lenny there being a nuisance in the mirrors. Stig looks like he's up the gearbox of Lehman. Let's have a quick look on that. Those softs must be screaming now, to be fair. Lenny has the pace to come back. Yeah, I mean, the likes of Lenny, Dawson and stuff, they come through the field time and time again. I think Lenny's just frustrated that, yet again, he's been caught in another accident, really. It's not been his fault. So, but KBT now. Redeemer picks up a penalty. That looks harsh. From what I saw, that looked harsh. But it's what happens here. Jamie keeping Luca out of DRS. My left nostril's drier than a bone. Great. Luca, fastest lap here. Oh, it's Dawson's off! Dawson's off and he's trying to recover. Toto Wolff has left the session. Oh, that's unfortunate there for Dawson. He's down to 9th. He hasn't lost that many positions. But he's going to have Norris for company now. Norris, of course, on the hard tyres. Those mediums still going to offer plenty of grip at this stage. But obviously, if you overcook them, then you're screwed, basically. But, yeah, like I said, didn't quite see what happened with Dawson. It says an accident that wasn't his fault. Call injury law is for you, then Lenny. Good chance for Jamie to get back in the title battle. Yeah, I mean, if things stay as they are, then Jamie will indeed thrust himself into the title fight. He said he was going for it today in the sort of pre-race interviews, and yeah, he said he was going for it. He was really hooked up for it, looking forward to this. So yeah, like I said, he was really really up for that. We've got Stig there as well, down the inside of New York fans. Jono left the session. Not quite sure what's going on there. We've got Norris 4/10 behind. Dawson still trying to find a way through. Luca back within DRS range of King Jamie, so we need to keep an eye on that. But KBT is indeed doing a really, really good job. To be fair, Dr. Dro's quite high up in 12th there. He's got, once again, a bit of a DRS train from Toto Wolff all the way down to Wise Dog, Dawson, Norris, Wizard Rex, Dr. Dro, Stig. And Wise Dog has got past Toto Wolff, who's not back in the session yet, so someone needs to try and invite him. I might try it myself. Right, okay, gonna quickly take a break. Find recently played with. Please have Toto Wolff in there. There he is. He's in the main menu. Invite to game. Let's see if he can get back in. Alright, so Dawson, once again, we're watching him. Oh, actually, no, we're not. We're going to go on board with Luca, who's within 3 attempts now of King Jamie already. We've seen that Luca's got some pace around here. He had it in qualifying. He got beaten off the line by Jamie and Lenny, to be fair. He's now fighting his way back and now looks ever poised to pounce on Jamie, trying to frustrate him and make Jamie make a mistake. Can Luca do it? Yellow flag, sector 3. What's going on there? It's Norris. Norris in the pits. Oh, hello. Who's that round? It's Norris. Norris trying to... Whoa, something's gone on there. Didn't catch that. Do apologise. But Norris down to 17th, unfortunately. Dawson up to 8th, of course, passing Toto Wolff. Hopefully he can get back in the session soon. I don't really want him to lose all this. Mercedes do, it does remind me of the old days. They're a great bunch of guys, same as McLaren team, a lot of Merc domination. I wouldn't say domination. I think they're doing really well. The pace is very similar. Lehman now passes New York fans. He's up to 12th now. So the recovery is on for Lehman. Hopefully a safety car or something like that can bunch the field back together. Have a mixture of strategies and maybe it falls into his place. But Dawson behind both McLarens of Lenny and Wise Dog. To be fair, Toto Wolff doesn't look like he's invisible anymore, so hopefully he's back in the session. I've not seen any notifications or anything like that. But once again, Luca is getting closer and closer. New York fans keeping Lehman honest as well. He's not dropped by the wayside at all. 3-second time penalty for Luca. Luca picks up a penalty. That is going to have a say towards the end of the race. With Jamie not having a penalty in a minute. Yes, I know we're not even halfway distance yet. There's still a long way to go. But still, penalties can often affect the mindset and you allow yourself to get bogged down by it. And then all of a sudden you start making more mistakes because you're frustrated at the fact that you've got a penalty for absolutely nothing. KBT looks quite close to Redeemer actually as well. So the second Merc looking like he's getting a move on. So yeah, a minute. Mercedes 1 and 5. Got Williams 2 and 8. McLaren 6 and 7. Not bad for a bunch of guys who were situated not far from Silverstone. Just need Aston Martin up there. And unfortunately, they're 15th and 18th to completely set. But Luca. Oh, that's not Luca. That's Luca. DRS open. Let's have a look. Jamie's used about 30% more ERS than Luca, so Luca just biding his time at this point. I'm quite happy to sit behind him, wait for Jamie to make a mistake or peel off or anything like that. Shazam gets a time penalty now, so the penalties are starting to fly in. If Redeemer didn't have a pen, I'd have money put on. Still put on. Well, Redeemer's got pace. We'll see how he does. He's got to put on the hard tyres, and then obviously... Sorry, he's on the hard tyres, so we'll pit for the medium tyres, so he's going to be quicker later in the race as well. Wise Dog in the pits. So we'll see what goes on there. But what can Luca do? Is he close enough to even challenge Jamie? He's going to use a bit of ERS yet, or is he going to just sit behind him? Let's find out. DRS open. Jamie tries to break the slipstream. Jamie, you've used 60% more ERS than Luca, so Luca really has a lot more to play with, and if he decides to pass you, he's coming through and there's not much you're really going to be able to do about it. Stig though, fastest lap, 31.1 on fresh mediums. Is he trying to get the mediums to the end? Surely not. There we go. DRS, here we go. Luca's chosen this moment to pounce. And like I said, there's not much Jamie can do. He's used up all his ERS. If Jamie's going to have to do anything, he's going to have to be brave and bold. Or pit. Jamie pits. So Jamie now in the pits. He'll put on the hard tyres. Some might say it's a bit early for the leader, but it's an interesting decision. and he'll hope that he can fire up those hards. But to be fair, the hards take a while to heat up around here. So to be fair, Luca's still on course here to do the overcut, actually. Let's see where Jamie filters out. Fatal ahead of him now. Lenny behind him as well. Got Norris and Jono about to come round as well. So, yeah, there's a fair gap for I'd say fair gap. He's got the ghost car of Jono who's chasing Norris's AlphaTauri. So we'll wait and see. He'll get DRS, so that'll help him. But will that force Luca to pit? Luca, Redeemer, both have penalties. You've got KBT there, still putting Redeemer under pressure. Like 15 laps left of this race. Still, a lot can happen. I mean, it's the slowest pits in the world, Silverstone. It feels like an absolute age. And I think it's, what, 28 to 30 seconds a pit stop? And Luca does pit. Okay, so Luca in the pits. We're going to stay on board here because I really want to see where he comes out in regards to Jamie. Jamie will be pushing like absolute crazy now. Like I say, he'll be pulled along DRS by the ghost car of Jono. But has Luca done enough? Because of course those hard tyres, as I said before, are slow. But they are on now. And this is what he's got to deal with. He's trundling down the pitch. Jamie still hasn't come around the final sequence of corners yet. And to be fair, Luca's about to fire up full beans. Noonan Rod 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And there is Luca, and King Jamie is nowhere to be seen. But to be fair, Luca's now got to get his tyres. Jamie's tyres are a bit warmer, so maybe Luca could be put under a bit of pressure here. To be fair, Norris is right there as well. Maybe he senses an opportunity to go for a pass, even though he's on older hards. Is he going to go for it, or is he just trying to menace and put him into a mistake? What's going on? Dr. Dro's off! Dr. Dro's off there. He's off the track. 3-second time penalty for Dawson. So Dawson's got a penalty now. And oh, what's going on? No, Jamie's gone! He's hit the car there of Williams of Luca. So Luca and Jamie both involved in an incident there. And that's brought out the safety car. But Jamie, once again, out of the race. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, looking forward for a heated battle there, but there's definitely going to be some words there. That is unfortunate. But these things happen. And a lot of cars now in the pits to put on the medium tyres and go towards the end of the race if they wasn't on the medium tyres already. But this is going to change the face of the race completely because everyone is still going very slowly, and Redeemer is going to lead this Grand Prix on the medium tyres with KBT up in second. Norris is still third, but he's yet to pit. Not quite sure why he didn't pit, to be fair. Beastie Boy up to fourth, Lenny in fifth, Luca sixth with his teammate behind him in seventh, so that's going to be an interesting little battle. There might be team orders, there might not be. You got Toto Wolff there in eighth, Lehman now up into ninth as well, so this brings the field back together. I know, Jamie, I know you were so full of confidence and everything like that, but like I said, little accidents and stuff like that could just, it happens in Formula One. You've just got to just write this one off, I'm afraid, and brush yourself down and get ready to go again next week with the same attitude as well, because I've loved the positivity coming from you. You've had the confidence and everything like that, so we just have to keep that and go again next week. And to be fair, Jamie, just even if you feel like you're going to lose ground in the championship, just put yourself in the mix regardless, and be a nuisance, basically. If it's Austria next, then we'll see what happens. But 3-second time penalty for Shazam. We're under the safety car. How have you managed that? I mean, he's not got there. So, interesting. We've had collisions between Luca and Jamie. Jamie on course to both of them battling for the win of this Grand Prix once the pit stops are all shaking up. We've had collisions between Dawson and Lehman, championship contenders. Dawson leading the championship going into this race by 3 points. Norris is in the pits, that's good. I mean, you're going to be at the back of the field, but you're going to be able to do something about it. Yeah, well, controversy there in the Williams camp. Has Agent Luca been deployed there for Dawson? Dawson in the chat there saying, I think I believe in God. I was literally praying old Jamie comes out and makes a safety car. I thanks Jamie and thanks God. Just waiting for the safety car to come in now. Wait and see what happens in the remainder of this Grand Prix, but the whole race has now been reset, and to be fair, it's Redeemer who is in the comfy seat right now because he's on the medium tyres. He can sort of bolt for the next 5 laps and try and create a gap and then manage it throughout the rest of the race, if he can, of course. Lehman up in 8th place as well, so he's only a couple of positions behind Dawson as well, so you'll be able to see his title rival as well. So, once again... Oh no! What's happened there? Luca's hit Lenny. And Luca's got damage on the front wing. Not quite sure what's happened there, Luca, but you've got a 5-second stop go and a broken front wing. King Jamie in the chat there, karma is a bitch. But Redeemer is the safety car now, he dictates the pace. You all go at it. It's your responsibility to watch out for the car in front, no matter how slow they're going. And now it will be Redeemer's turn to bolt whenever he feels like it, and there we go, we are a go, and off goes Redeemer down the wild blue yonder. We got KBT in 2nd, so Lenny there in 4th, Dawson up to 5th now, total of 6th, Lehman in 7th, we've got New York fans right behind there in 8th, with Fatal Defiance there in 9th. Fatal Defiance, of course, on the medium tyres, looking to make a move straight away, dives down the inside, squeezes New York fans out a bit of a dive there from Fatal, you've got to admit, but he's made the move stick. And to be fair, Fatal, I've got to give you credit where credit's due. Lenny! No! Oh no! Lenny! Why? He's really going pear-shaped from McLaren at the minute at this stage of the championship. Sorry, it's hard to convey mood with a chat log. What a move! It's cool. And to be fair, I was really happy with the move. Dr. Dro is 9th. We've got Beastie Boy there in 3rd. A Wise Dog there in 11th, trying to find a way through. Trying to see where the best battles are on track at the minute. You've got the Ferrari there of Dr. Joe trying to challenge the Alfa Romeo of Wizard Rex. In fact, he's using a lot of slipstream there to try and find a way through. Is he going to be able to find a way through? This is the important thing here. Not quite, of course, there's no DRS yet. Coach says, Lenny, what are you doing, mate? You just rammed a car after you spun. KBT there, 5 seconds speed pit lane there for Lenny. Oh, you got Fatal there. Oh, Fatal trying to find a way through Lehman there. Fatal really throwing this car around. Well, look after your tyres, mate. You've still got 10 laps to do. But Redeemer leads by 1.6 seconds. Shazam gets another penalty. You got Lehman there battling Toto Wolff, who he really wants to get past. Dr. Drone now has got past Wizard Rex. Dives down the inside of him coming off the Hamilton straight. Oh, Fatal's picked up a penalty. That's gonna be hard to take, but he needs to carry on pushing and ignore it and try and make up as many positions as he can. Either way, he's the only one scoring points here at this minute in time for Alpine, so he's gotta keep pushing, gotta keep going, and he is gaining, but so is Lehman. Lehman darts out from the back of Toto Wolff. Is he gonna try and drive it round the outside? No, not quite. There's nowhere for him to go. Fatal also nowhere for him to go as well. Dr. Dro in ninth with the Red Bull there with Stig as well. So Stig making his way up through the field as well. 2.3 seconds is the gap between Redeemer and KBT. I'm trying to see, guys, where the battles are on track. But the main one seems to be between Toto Wolff. DRS available now, so here comes Lehman. He dives down the inside. This is going to be a really good move. It looks like it. Toto Wolff tries to hang it out, throws Lehman wide. Lehman using the karting line. And to be fair, he's still got room to try and go down. They're still side by side going through this complex, just like Alonso and Vettel in 2014. And Lehman takes the position. Toto Wolff realizing that the DRS zone is coming up, so why not use it there? But Toto Wolff didn't really get the best of exits coming off the coming off Cops, and now through Maggers and Beckett's. He's got the Fatal Defiance right behind him, and Fatal with DRS open, trying to use everything he's got to try and get round. He gets squeezed a little bit by Toto, and nothing Fatal can do. God, that Alpine is absolutely filthy. Toto feeling the need to go defensive, to be fair. Oh, I thought he was going wide there. Jono and Norris battling as well. Oh, I'm fooled again. Jono's not even in this race. Let's go back on with Fatal. Can I get your guys' thoughts on Jam? Into Beastly Podium saying I think it's those three. The Redeemer tires will start to die with 3 laps to go. What a battle that was. To be fair, it was a good battle. A very, very good battle. The DRS open. Dr. Dro, what's happened there? He's off the track. Oh no. Just take it easy, mate. Take it easy. I know you want to get going, but just ease yourself onto the track. Be nice and steady and get yourself going. Just bring it home. That's all you need to do. And Stig is now up the gearbox of Fatal Defiance as well. Fatal hasn't managed to clear Toto Wolff, and that is such a shame because those mediums are now reaching that point where they're just as good as the hards. So that advantage is sort of gone. And like I say, to be fair, I haven't realised this. Redeemer's got a penalty. No DRS this time for Toto Wolff. Fatal using what ERS he has left. Toto tries to defend the inside line. Fatal runs wide a little bit. That's a horrible angle. There we go. And Toto, was he going to try and send it? No, he doesn't. He thinks better. And Fatal moves up into 6th place. That's a very good move. But look at that. Look at Stig. He's trying to go round him through the final sequence of corners. It's not quite available to him there. And Stig Well, he's looking very menacing. He's got no penalties as well, so if he can make some moves, he could finish quite high up in this race. Gap 3 seconds between Redeemer and KBT, and that's exactly what he needs to try and win this race. I don't look at penalties, guys. I like the surprise. Oh, hello. What was that? Was that Toto? Toto passed by Stig, so he's got nothing to defend with now. So Stig now going after Fatal's. Stig on 78% ERS compared to Fatal's 13%. So to be fair, there's a lot of speed in that Red Bull that you can just use to get past. And to be fair, Stig's got a penalty. Fatal hasn't. Fatal will notice that and probably will not fight him on the hanger straight. Well, I think we are about to see an overtake here. And there we go. Like I said, Fatal is not going to fight it. He wouldn't. There's no point when someone's got that much speed. Luca picks up another penalty. Still the one retirement so far, King Jamie. Obviously, there's Jono as well. And so you got Lehman there in fifth place, 1.5 seconds behind his title rival Dawson, not really making any sort of amends on him, but now he's got the problem of Stig and Fatal gaining on him, and Stig is gaining all the time. He's in DRS, he's got it open, he's using ERS to close in as well. This is it. We're right on board with Stig, and we'll watch him close gradually on Lehman. Lehman, of course, no penalties as well. So to be fair, actually, Lehman's in a really good position here. If he can stick with Dawson, I've only just noticed that Dawson's got a penalty as well. So can he stick with him? Because either way, even if he sort of falls by the wayside a little bit, as long as he stays within 3 seconds of Dawson, he'll pass him by the end of the race. But look at that. ERS, DRS, so powerful once again with that Red Bull. He's through and he takes that position away from Lehman. Now it's up to Lehman to try and stick with him as best as he can. But to be fair, I do believe that Lehman is really struggling with his car through. He doesn't look at all comfortable, to be fair. And this is probably the most uncomfortable I've seen him since I've been commentating, ever since Jeddah, really. Let's jump on board with Lehman now. You can see there's Dawson. You've got Stig in the way. DRS open. Use your ERS, mate. Use your ERS. That's it. You need to. Oh no! Lehman's got a penalty. Oh, that's huge. That's huge, and the pressure is off Dawson now. That is, oh, that's annoying. Stig can now help Lehman by passing Dawson and like taking points away from Dawson. Go back to the cinematic view now. Demon's tyres are dead now. Yes, they are. 2.9 is the gap. Is he going to find a way? Is he going to find the gap back up to 3 seconds? We are keeping an eye on this, but the battle on track at the minute is between Stig and Dawson. The Red Bull just biding his time, waiting to make the move. He feels that he's got a lot more grip on these tyres. Of course, it's the medium tyres are a compound softer than the hard tyres. Shazam, another penalty. And will Stig? Yeah, I think he is. Stig's got DRS, but I think he's going to wait until the hanger straight to try and make a move. Or is he going to go down the inside here? He puts his nose in, but I think that was just a move to try and distract Dawson Stig there really putting the Williams driver under pressure, but he's being calculated. You noticed he had the DRS open, but he didn't use ERS, which tells me he's waiting for the hanger straight to make the move. Stig is very quick. He is very quick. He's torn through this field, car by car. Like I say, he's just waiting. He'll absolutely floor it now. ERS activated. There we go. And I don't think... nope. Dawson hasn't got anything to play with. He's using what little battery he's got left. But Stig goes up the inside. Can he take the move? Yes, he can. Takes the position away from Dawson. Squeezes him just a little bit. And that is a very good and calculated move by Stig, who moves up into 4th place. Now 3.5 seconds behind Beastie Boy with lap 23 out of 26. Is there anything he can do to get within the podiums? We'll have to wait and see. But the gap between Redeemer and KBT now 3.2 seconds. So the Red Bull man looking very good. It's looking like a very good day here for Red Bull here at Silverstone. Oh, there's Dawson. Like I said, Dawson isn't going to let this go. We know he's got pace. And he'll use every ounce of it that he has to the best of his ability. But he will see that Lehman's there as well. And Lehman is getting dragged along for the ride as well. Yellow flag sector 1. That is, I think it's Luca. The bad luck continues for Luca. Luca he's off track. Luca off track, and he's got the leaders coming round as well, so he needs to be very careful. Oh, come on, Luca. Just nice and easy. Come on. Oh, he really needs to be careful. Thankfully, he's ghosted. Just sort of edge away now. Like I say, we'll just get out of everyone's way, fingers crossed, but that's unfortunate there for Dawson. But we'll have a look at the championship battle between Dawson and Lehman. Lehman within DRS now, he has about 40% more ERS than Dawson. So after their little sort of coming together perhaps earlier in the race, if there was contact, which some people said there wasn't, it was just an understeer moment, then we will see. But this is the chance now for Lehman to get ahead and make that position his and claw back some crucial, like I said, the gap's 3 points. We could have a new championship leader at the end of this race, which is absolutely scintillating. It's something I wouldn't have even foreseen a few races ago. And there we go. There's go Dawson. Oh, they touched. He absolutely squeezed him to the minimum. Was there any need for contact? I'm not quite sure. But Lehman makes the move, squeezed Dawson over, and Lehman takes over 5th place. And could he take the lead of the championship at the end of this race? We will have to wait and see. Yellow flag sector 3. I think that's Luca again. The bad luck for Luca just goes on and on and on. Up 25 out of 26. Get a lot of people really cheering on KBT here. The gap 2.7 seconds. He's gaining. He's within that zone. Let's have a look. 35%, 46%, but the tyre wear, that's where it is at the minute, and it's in favour of the hard tyre. The hard tyre is now the better tyre to be on between those two cars, because Redeemer's been on them for 12 laps. They'll still have some grip, but not enough compared to the hard. And you can see the gaps coming down all the time. And we are about to begin the final lap. Dawson still there on Lehman. Not really able to do anything. Lehman's got plenty of boost to sort of defend from, and he used it coming off the exit so that he had a bit more of a gap to Dawson. And Lehman survived the assault this time. But what's going to happen on this final lap? Well, we'll have to wait and see, because it begins now. 2.2 the gap. KBT well within the win here. I think Redeem will be really annoyed at the same time that it picked up. It looked a really harsh penalty, but to be fair, I think Silverstone is one of those tracks where you can pick up ridiculously harsh penalties for no reason. New York fans picks up a penalty as well. It's a nice row of penalties there from 11th all the way down to the back of the grid. Luca picks up a penalty. Stig's on the podium. It could be 2 Red Bulls on the podium. Stig has got past Beastie Boy. So Beastie Boy off the podium. That is, I didn't even see the gap come down between them two. And to be fair, you've got Dawson now using everything he's got. But to be fair, Lehman should have enough to play with if he can just stay ahead. But the more important thing is what's going to happen between these two. 1.9 seconds the gap. And I think the race has been had here, guys. I don't know how to react, because we're going to have Redeemer come across the line first, but it's not going to be Redeemer that wins this Grand Prix. Redeemer will be the first car to cross it, but the winner is the Mercedes of KBT. He wins the British Grand Prix. Redeemer second. Stig will come home in third. We've got Beastie Boy in fourth. And Lehman comes home in 5th with Dawson 6th. Is there a change in the championship? We will soon find out. If anyone could tell me in the chat, I would be very much appreciated. Fatal Defiance finishes in 7th. Once again, continuing that sort of top 10 trajectory that he's on at the minute, even if he is going down since Azerbaijan. But Toto Wolff 8th, Wizard Rex 9th, Wise Dog 10th, New York Fans 11th, Norris in 12th, Shazam 13th, crosses the line there. I mean, Jono's car's been ghosted already, so that won't count. Nuno Rod 15th, Lenny down in 16th place. I'll be really interested to see what was going on between those guys. Lenny coming home to score some points, but nowhere near enough. Gap will be 1 point between Dawson and Lehman. Oh, that's so close. So close. But I think Dawson just survives. Fatal did brilliant. Yes, he did. You really came back through and you made some really stern moves there. A good comeback drive from Lehman as well. Yeah, to be fair, I'm gonna give Lehman driver of the day, because he came back through the field and got 5th place, and for the state of the championship, finished in front of his rival, so that always makes it very entertaining. So yeah, Lehman, my driver of the day. We'll quickly go through the order once again. Should be like an extra point or something for Rara's driver of the day. Stig driver of the day. I mean, I'm happy he's on the podium. He drove superbly, but no, for me, Lehman gets, for someone who's had a lap 1 accident, is in the hunt for the championship. Yeah, for those reasons, he gets my driver of the day, because it was a really good recovery drive. Not where he wanted to be, but you know, this is what happens. This is what makes a champion. So KBT wins, Redeemer second, Stig third. Let's get these guys into the party. Beastie Boy 4th, Lehman 5th, Dawson 6th, Fatal Defiance 7th, Total Wolff 8th, Wizard Rex 9th, Wise Dog 10th, New York Fans 11th, Norris 12th, Jono 13th, but won't be classified, Shazam 14th, Nuno Rod 15th, Lenny 16th, Dr. Dro 17th, Luca 18th, and of course, King Jamie out of the race after potentially vying for the lead as well. So where would he have been in all of this as well? That is another question. Had Jamie been in this race, would he have won it? Hard to say. Hard to say, but there we go. That has been the British Grand Prix here in ROR Tier 3 Season 1. Amazing, entertaining race from start to finish. Anyone in the chat at the minute? Yes, we do. We do. There we go. Everyone's in the podium. Please include your audio if the availability is there. 18 people viewing. Thank you very much. If you like what you see, then do hit that follow button for more content. We are going to I need to manage my stream. Just check if party audio is on. Yes, it is. Okay. There we go. So we'll start with third place. And really good recovery drive there, Stig. Incredible speed as well. Those medium tyres really help it. I think you did a soft to medium, if I'm correct. Or did you pit for another set of mediums under the safety car? How was your race, first of all?
Yeah, race was surprisingly fast. Yeah, I tried to go for a 2-stop at the start and decided to spin because my diff wasn't at the right point.
Right.
And so it's just a matter of damage limitation at that point. And then I ended up trying to save as much ERS as I could for the final 2 laps so I could try to catch up to Beastie. And it ended up saving me right at the end.
Yeah, it totally surprised me because it looked like the gap was over 2 seconds at one point. And the next thing I know, I see the notification on the board of the position changes, and you're ahead. So yeah, denying Beastie Boy a spot on the podium, and to be fair, grabbing a Red Bull a double podium. So huge points for you guys today. And like I say, you must be happy with the drive. How was everything in the car? It did look like you were very calculated with your moves as well. Like you weren't using, I noticed when you passed Dawson, you weren't using ERS on the Hamilton straight, but you was using it on the Hanger straight. So a lot of calculation, I thought, was going in there.
Oh, absolutely. I was just trying to save ERS when I could. And I just had so much overspeed on a lot of guys that I could just get by without ERS.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, man. A fully deserved third place, and look forward to seeing what you can bring to Red Bull for the rest of the season if you are indeed a full-time Red Bull driver. I've not properly looked at the standings, to be fair, but I look forward to seeing what else you can bring to this division, mate. So we'll see you next week, hopefully.
All right. See ya.
All right. See ya. Moving on to, well, Mr. Someone who'll be really annoyed right now. Dude, my commiserations. You crossed the line. You crossed the line first, Redeemer, and you must be really gutted right now. I can't really express how sorry I am for that. I've been in that position a few times over the years. How are you feeling? How was your race?
It was pretty good. Obviously, lost for words. Obviously the end with that penalty, but started on the hards. I just wanted to go opposite because I knew the hards were going to be the play to begin with, and then obviously if there was an early safety car, go to mediums and be on the softer compound. I was doing some practice earlier, and the car felt fine, and then I got into the race, and I got the penalty on lap 5, I think it was.
I think I was around your car when that happened. It looked really harsh because I think you got it through the Maggots and Beckett's complex.
Yeah, it's a tough section to nail if you don't get it right. And obviously, once I got that penalty, I was just like, all right, it's a long race, and anything can happen. Then that safety car came out lap 12, and I was just like, oh yes, I can box for the mediums, and they'll go to the end from here because I was watching the preseason race back today, and that we did here, and I think I took mediums from lap 8 to the end of that, and then I was like, I know I can do it from here, so just did it again, and then my tires at the end just started falling off, and I had the gap to KBT, and then at the end his hards just were more superior to my mediums, so I'll settle for P2, and we'll move on to next week.
Yeah. Well, like I say, mate, just like I said, it's a huge heap of points for yourselves and Red Bull, as I said before. And even though it wasn't the win, it's a podium. You're going to move up the standings. So you've got to take the positives despite the negatives. So I just want to say congratulations, mate, and commiserations once more.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Like I said, I needed, after Imola, everything just kind of went downhill from there.
Hmm.
But to be back on this podium where I know I can get to,
Yeah.
I just been having these off weeks, like last week at
Well, with the top two a bit further down the field than they normally are, you're certainly going to make inroads. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not looking at the championship right now. It's a long game.
Hmm.
It's basically every single week in, week out, keep the car in one piece and attempt to bring home good solid points and just don't make the small mistakes,
Yeah.
which I have been doing in the past few weeks. But I think going forward from here, I'm definitely going to attempt to turn the page and just try to keep a calm, cool head and bring home some good solid points for Red Bull.
Well, there we go. Fingers crossed you can do one better next week. So once again, mate, congratulations. Let's move on to the winner, KBT for Mercedes. Dude, you are a race winner in ROR. Congratulations, mate. How are you feeling?
Great, thank you. No, feeling really good. It was a tough battle with the Redeemer. Um, Unfortunately, at the beginning, someone readied up right away and didn't get a chance to lower my fuel or pick the tire strategy I want, but it ended up helping me at the end because I was coming into the pits just as the safety car came out, so it was perfect timing for me. And unfortunately, Redeemer had to pit a couple laps early, so I knew his tires would go away at the end, and I just wanted to stay within that 3 second gap. So
Well, like I say, mate, you drove. I mean, you had a lot of support there from Jamie and other people in the chat. And to be fair, you were very consistent throughout that Grand Prix. And if anyone was going to look like sneaking a win, it looked, to be fair, out of anyone, it looked like it was going to be you, and that's indeed what happened. Obviously, safety car and everything like that falling into yours and Redeemer's laps, basically. I bet you must have been absolutely buzzing where you came out when the safety car came out, because obviously you guys pitted at that time as well, and you both came out first and second. So yeah, and your hard tires overcame the mediums. You overcame the gap, obviously due to Redeemer's unfortunate penalty, and yeah, you did what Jamie possibly could have done had he stayed in the race. Uh, but to be fair, that's a huge bunch of points for the constructors and yourself. So the consistency from Mercedes is still there, which is always good to see for the sake of the constructors championship as well. How are you looking forward to next week's race?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's nice to get a win under the belt, and then I've had some pretty bad luck earlier this year, so it's kind of nice to finally get that win under my belt, and have had a really good battle going with Redeemer. I knew he would run away from me for a couple seconds at the restart there,
Yeah.
and I just had to stay within that 3 second gap. So it was good. Really good result, and Britain is one of my favorite tracks as well. So I really wanted to get a win here.
Well, you did just that, mate. Solid drive from you three. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Congratulations to everyone that finished. Unfortunately, Jamie, you're the only one that didn't, so I'm sorry. But guys, this has been another eventful race from ROR Tier 3. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said earlier, if you liked what you see, then do hit that follow button for more content on the channel. I'll be back next week, fingers crossed, 10:30, depending on what happens with the baby. And yeah, see you soon. Take care. All the best. Peace.
Yep. Thank you.